Hey everybody, the Britical Saiyans here. I'm Jonah.
And I'm Matt.
And we've got Goku from Beyond Generations.
Yep, BT24. Man. 24 sets, still going strong.
Yeah.
Wow, you're a bit hesitant on that one then. It's still surviving.
It's still out there. Points where I felt like it was dipping, but it's still going. So.
Yeah. And then of course, Fusion World.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so we're going to do Goku first and then Frieza just because it's easier. And then, so we got with Goku, he's an attack, you look at top 5, you add up to 1 Saiyan, Earthling, or Namekian, all green, with energy cost of 4 or less. So that's pretty open.
A restricted search on the leader.
A restricted search on his leader, yeah. And then, when your life's at 4 or less, or you have a green Z-Unison with specified cost of 2 in play, you draw 1, get energy back, and go down to 6. And then he awakens into the Super Saiyan. Oh. Okay, moving on. So, he's got
anyway,
2 autos and an activate battle. First auto, when he attacks, he gains 5k for the battle. So it becomes 20.
nice.
Always an awkward number for your opponent because it just means that they've always going to have to put that 5 extra into what you put because you don't have to use as many cards.
Yeah.
One extra card that you normally would. Auto, once per turn, when one of your battle cards gains blocker by the skill of a green Z-Unison, add up to 1 green battle card from your drop to your Z-Energy with the skills negated for the turn. So obviously until we actually read the Z-Unison, that's not going to make much sense. But
that's
if
a good skill.
It is a very good skill, but it's awkward because it's a thing that relies on a Z-Unison.
I think most of the decks in this are going to.
If you get rid of it, they have to spend the resources to replay it to then be able to do this again.
Yeah.
So, awkwardness.
Welcome back to the game I like to call Target the Unison.
And then activate battle once per turn, draw 1 card, then choose up to 1 of your cards that gets 5k for the battle. Right, so this can be 25k on a swing.
Yeah.
If they don't negate. And it's an activate battle. So that's the only way it draws though.
But you can do it during either turn.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like you can draw during either player's turn and gain 5k.
Yeah.
Which is crazy. Kind of glad it doesn't draw when it swings as well, because it's like, I'll just draw 2 on my turns, draw 1 on your turn. This is not dumb at all.
Yeah, I think that's why they did that. And then we've got You Fool, the Z extra card. Paying cost 2, and you 1 ZNG. Permanent, if you have a green Son Goku card, energy cost of 8 in play, reduce the cost of the card in your hand in your Z deck by 2 green.
So you just pay your Z energy.
Yep. Active battle then 1. If it is a green Goku and you place one of your Z engineers drop, choose one of your Super Saiyan Goku Ground Shaking Fury and switch to active mode. Okay, so that's going to be the 8 cost.
Yeah.
Active battle, if your opponent's attacking, you may choose one of your Ground Shaking Furies and remove it from the game. Switch the attack target to the chosen card and it gets 10k for the battle.
Remove this card from the game.
Oh, remove it. So
Not it, you. So you choose one of your Gokus and remove this card from the game. Switch your attack target to the chosen card and it gains 10k.
Okay.
Oh, would you look at that? There it is. So the first SR. So an 8-cost Goku, it's got Triple Strike, it's got Revenge, it's got 2 autos and activate main, it's got 35k power, it's got, with the first auto, when this card is played, choose all your opponent's battle cards and go bury and KO them. What
Nice.
the actual living hell? When this card is removed from your battle area by an opponent's skill, your opponent discards 3 cards from their hand. Right, I am actually glad that it says skill.
Yeah.
Because it means you can get rid of this in battle and you're fine. But to do anything to get rid of this by a skill, ow. So, in theory, because they're going to be trying to get rid of this by battle, the cards they're committing to try and get rid of it by battle, they probably would have just discarded those cards to get rid of it by a skill.
Also, it's got Revenge, so whatever kills it dies.
Yeah. And then it's got activate main with a paying 4 green. If your leader card is green, play this card from your hand.
That is so good.
Great, awesome. Here we go again. What was it? What was the other deck we the other two decks we covered? One of those had like another card that was just like, the Whis and Beerus.
Yeah.
That card that goes in either red or yellow.
This just goes in green.
This just goes in green.
Yeah.
Because they didn't limit it to green Saiyan.
And that artwork is really good for an SR.
Yeah, I wonder what the SPR is going to look like. But... generic, overpowered, crazy.
Yeah.
Like, what?
It's just going in green. Even as like a 2-of. It's just going in green.
Card's going to be so expensive.
Yep. And then we've got Piccolo face off of an Emperor, full cost 16k. Also, when you play this card, draw. The secondary auto, if you have green Z-Unison play, at the end of your turn, switch the card to active mode. And it's got active main, that one paying 1 green. If the leader is a green Goku and you have 2 more energy, you play this card from your hand. Then the Unison give blockage. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Rushing to battle, a 0 cost extra card. Okay, here we go. Activate main, limit 1. If you have a green battle card with blocker in play, look at up to 7 cards on top of your deck, add up to 1 green Son Goku card with an energy cost of 4 or less, add to your hand, and then shuffle your deck with putting the rest back, obviously. Activate battle, paying a green, choose up to 1 of your green Son Goku cards, and it gains 15 for the battle.
Oh, okay.
So, a 4-of in a deck.
Yeah. Because why not? And we've got the Barlock Z-Unison.
Which is an SR.
Yep.
Oh, wow. Yeah, okay.
So, specify cost 2, 1 and 1 ZNG. It's got 15k. Auto once per turn. When your battle card with blockers removed from your battle by an opponent's skill, add a marker to this card. Useful.
By skill, that's... Because where's it gaining markers otherwise?
It's not.
Well, that's awkward then.
Yeah, but it does mean if they just pop the blocker, you can add a marker.
Yeah.
It's got +0 active main. If the leader is green, draw 1 card, then choose one of your Saiyan, Earthling, or Namekian battle cards and it gains blocking until the end of your opponent's turn. So there's all the blocker activations. And active main, place one of your engineers drop, your opponent discards 1 card from their hand.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, it's kind of
If that was just when a blocker leaves the battle area, add a marker.
It wouldn't be as bad.
Yeah, but because it has no way to generate markers other than by something leaving by a skill, and it has to be a blocker that leaves by a skill, I think that's a bit too restrictive. Good, don't get me wrong, very, very good still. I just think without another way of actually generating markers, it
could be better.
Yeah, this is going to die way too quickly.
I also just like how it's called Father's Help. Like, yeah, he really helped Goku by just shuttling him off.
Yeah. And then we've got a generic green super combo. The difference is the fact that it's Namekian.
Yeah, it's 4 less draw.
Yeah, 4 less draw, space 10k. Like, yeah, like I said, special trait, Namekian is the only thing. Oh, and I suppose if the character comes into play at any point, but
yeah.
It's just obviously they've put it for the deck because the things say Namekian. So
we've got Vegeta face off of an Emperor. It's 4 cost 16k. When this card is played, choose one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. And then secondary auto at the end of turn. If you have a green Z-Unison, you switch them to active mode.
It's because you should get them blocker, isn't it? Basically.
Yeah. And active main on 1, pay 1 green. If you use a green Goku and you have 2 or more energy, play this card.
Bulma, support on Namek, 1 cost, 1000 power. A lot of power for Bulma.
They don't care, it's Bulma.
When she's played, she's a top 5 searcher for a deck where you can get a Saiyan or an Namekian with an energy cost of 4 or less. It's, kind of normal thing that you'd expect. Activate main, limit 1. I mean, it doesn't say Earthling, which is interesting.
Yeah, you think they would just
put them all on there.
I suppose it would be no better than the leader then.
I suppose, but it doesn't have deactivate main. So, limit 1, switch this card to rest mode, choose up to one of your green Son Gohan Youth or Krillin cards, and it gains blocker at the end of your opponent's turn. Okay, so you can use this skill and your Z-Unison to get blocker to things.
That's good.
Another SR.
Yep, we got Goku face off with an Emperor. It's 4 cost, 19k. It's got auto when it's removed from battle bind patch skill. Choose which one of your opponent's battle cards and KO it. Got active main lit 1, pay 1 green. If the lead is green and you have 3 or more energy, you draw a card and play a card from your hand. Kinda useful. And active battle once per turn. If you have a battle card with blocker in play, switch this card to active mode and it gains 5k for the turn.
See, its activate main just means you can just go in green.
Yeah.
And it's a 1 cost that draws a card. Like, what? There is no downside to that. And then if you get the auto, no matter what, of course you just get the activate battle if you've got the other benefits. But otherwise, the first 2 skills just makes it just generally alright for green.
Yeah.
You got Gohan. There's 1 cost 4k. When he's played from your hand, you choose one. You either draw a card or you play up to 1 Krillin important role. Okay, so you got Gohan important role, Krillin important role.
Yeah.
And it's got auto limit 1. When you're a Krillin important role gains blocker, this card also gains blocker.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I read that. That is pretty much what it does, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good though. You've got Key Unleashed, which is the extra card that costs 2. Active battle. If your Earthling card's in the battle, choose from one of your opponent's battle cards, energy costs 2 or less and KO it. Then choose from one of your cards that's in the battle and it gets 10k power for the battle.
I don't know if that's worth it.
I mean, just
I see the benefit, but
I mean, it's just a way of like kind of bulking up your blockers if you need to.
yeah, but it takes up. It's 2 cost, so it's a bit too much energy to commit, really.
Yeah, I think it's very much a selective play.
So you got another 1 cost. Well, another one. There, a 1 cost extra card, Sensei Beam Resurrection. Activate battle if it's your opponent's turn. Choose up to one of your green Saiyan or Earthling battle cards. Switch to activate against 5k for turn. See, now that is worth it. Because it gives them blocker for until the end of the opponent's turn, so you could potentially block twice.
Yeah. And then we've got Krillin important role. So it's 1 cost 4k. When it's played, you either draw a card or play Gohan important role. And then limit 1, if Gohan important role gains blocker, this card gains blocker.
Yeah. And then it's really good. So yeah, there's just vice versa, isn't it? So. Alright, so the Goku deck is going to be dumb.
Yeah, honestly I think like the Goku SRs are the best part of it.
Yeah.
Everything else kind of, it works, but it's not like, oh my god, need this.
It's not like in other Goku decks where it's just been like, okay, this is dumb, 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 this is just getting ridiculous now.
Yeah.
Please stop.
This deck is pretty good, and there is a bit of consistency. The only kind of gripe with it is that you need your blockers to be removed by a skill, and if your opponent knows that everything you rely on is your blocker, not using blocker, but just blowing up by other means, they'll be like, alright, I can ignore it then.
Yeah, it's like, if you're going to block with it, I don't care.
Yeah, it's like, block with it. I'm not going to target it with anything, unless I absolutely need to.
Yeah, so it's going to be quite a stally deck because of that. It's going to be one of those decks that will just annoy the opponent, because it's like, well, I don't want to remove these by skill because you just get all these pluses. I'm going to have to whittle you down by beating them and forcing you to block with them. Which then, of course, deter all the attacks from the leader because you're constantly blocking. So, it's going to be an interesting deck to see in action.
Yeah.
If it wasn't going to cost an arm and a leg, it might be worth doing. Because the Gokus are just going to be ridiculously pricey.
Yeah, the Goku's going to be very popular.
So there you go, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Leave any thoughts and comments below, and we'll see you next time. So bye bye.
Bye.